Hello everybody, this is Carol from Friendly Quill. I'm here today to do Leisure Hours, start to finish, part 4. During the hurricane, I was working on things to put in, and I've got, today I'm going to put some tip-ins or fold-outs or whatever you call them into some of the pages. I will spread them out throughout the book. And so I've had my signatures in this press, and I've got it loosened up. I'm going to pull them out in a minute, but I'm going to put this aside. And look what I found. I was redoing my I was changing some books around in my bookcase, and my son had given me this book. As an adult, he gave me this book because this is the book I used to read to them when they were little kids all the time. And see, here's Grover, and he's saying, "Hello, everybody." And then I would read the whole book in Grover's voice. And I found it, and I had just been talking about that the other day, that I want to say, "Hello, everybody." I'm so stupid. Okay, I'm going to, this is my cover, which is now, has been sealed, and it's ready for the signatures when we get to that point. This is my press, and it is made from 2 cutting boards, and my husband put these on instead of wing nuts. You can buy these at hardware stores, or Lowe's, or places like that, so that it's easier on my hands when I am putting this in. I hate to take it all the way open when I'm putting stuff in, but it really works better because I don't have to worry about getting bent when I'm putting it in. And then there's washers on each of these. These are long bolts, and these washers are loose, but they go over there so that when you screw this on, there's a washer in between. And these are my signatures. So I'm going to put this back out of the way. I gotta find the hole. I don't want to get my hair in. There we go. See, if you get it started crooked, then it doesn't want to go on. These bolts are really long. I don't know that I've ever had anything that needed bolts this long. Where's the hole? Okay, there we go. Because they make it a little bit harder to store. These are probably 4-inch. I think I'm going to ask my hubby to buy 2-inch ones or 3-inch ones or something. Probably 2 would be enough. If I took 2 inches off here, I don't know. I think I'll run it by him. I got glue on my fingers. I was gluing. I'm making something for Christmas, and it's they're supposed to look like gingerbread cookies. Okay, now I can get this out of the way. Okay. Anyway, I was gluing raisins on. I'll just quick show you. This is what they are. They're made out of quilt batting. The directions told me to use flannel and cotton, and I had this quilt batting. So I coffee dyed it, and now I got glued raisins on them. And then I have this German glitter. I'm going to put a watered down glue over them, and sprinkle the glitter on it. It looks like sugar. So just was fooling around making something for Christmas. I have a gingerbread theme in my kitchen at Christmas. Okay, so here are our signatures. And they're a lot thinner than they were when I put them in there. But I still think that's going to be a good number to be in there. Nice pinch, because this type of thing that I'm going to start adding today adds a lot of bulk. Okay. There we go. Now, I've got 7 signatures, and I think I have 7 things I want to put in. And so I'm just going to kind of look and see. I think I'd like to put something on here because these two you can't write on. And how wide is this? That look okay? Or do I want to put something like this? This will tip out. I'm going to just stick that in there thinking that might be what I want to put in there. Okay, well, let's see in this one. I want to cover that up. This would be a good place for something. I'm going to put this in as a tip out. So you can write on this. And meanwhile, it'll look okay. Okay, now I think I need an envelope or something in this one. Let's see here. Maybe something. Maybe. Let's see. Well, this one has to be on this side. How about if I put this in here? No, I don't want that over there. Here. This is going to be a top flip that goes up like that, and so you can write underneath it. Okay, so we'll put that one in there. I'll put these in as soon as I figure out where I'm going to get them in there. Okay, this one has an envelope in the middle, so I don't want an envelope in here. This is actually going to have writing space under it, so that might be okay. I have this is going to be one that I kind of put in here, and there'll be a pocket on it. Got an envelope in that one though. Maybe just something like this. Flexible flyer. That one I'm going to put in with washi tape. Let's see here. Okay, I'm just talking here. Okay. Actually, I have more than I need to put one in each one. I have one extra. I could think this through before I did it. I think I'm going to put this like this. This will flip out so you can write underneath it. There'll be a pocket, and this will be a tuck spot. And I do have a piece of paper I can put in there. So that, and then I have this one. Maybe in one of the earlier ones again. Like this color with that, so it's going to go in there. Okay, so now I am going to start doing that, and I've got a couple of things picked out that fit in there, but I won't have those in while I'm sewing it in. Okay, so let's get going here. Sorry about that, it took me a while. Okay, so signature 1. I want to put this one over this spot right here. And there's a number of different ways that you can put these in there. One is to use washi tape over the edge, and then when you flip it out, more washi tape. And I think I'm going to do that one with this. So I'm going to, that will go over the edge to here. You'll be able to see it. Now, 2 things. With the washi tape, I need to have glue stick to make sure that it to make sure that it sticks. And this is about 6 1/4. So I know I need more than that, but I always want to cut it off straight. So I'm going to cut it about maybe like 7. And then I'll cut them off when I get that, when I get it in there. I gotta make sure I don't show my body. Right now I'm still in my jammies. But you know, I'm not going anywhere today. And I will get dressed because I'll go for a walk. But I'm gonna take this out of here, push that up, and I'm going to put this so it's like half on, or at least 1/4 inch on. Yeah. Okay. Then I'm going to cut that off. Sometimes it's easier to do it from this side. And this side. Okay, take this out because I want to get this by the edge and figure out where I want it. And then I'm going to very carefully pull this over and tape it down. Okay. And now I like to put a piece on here. So I'm going to pull that up. I'm going to see if I can kind of measure it before I put the glue on. Because that's going to be half on the page and half on here. I leave it very lightly so that I can get it off to get the glue on. I think that should work. Sticky enough to stick on me, but not enough to count on to hold something in. All right. And I wanted half on the paper and half on the envelope. This is an envelope that opens from the top. And I just put a thing on there like that, and that will go back in here. And that's where the other one is on this side of that same page. Okay, so this will be like this. All right. Going over to here, this envelope is going to be right here. This one I'm going to put on with paper, and it's only going to be on the envelope in this side. So what I did is I cut the length a little bit shorter. You can have it the full length, but I didn't want it. I wanted to make sure it would fit. And then this is an inch wide, and I folded it in half, and it is going to go onto the envelope first, back here. And this is open like a pocket. A lot of the first date of issue envelopes that I bought that one day were sealed. And so I had to cut that open. Oops. To be able to use it. I thought about, like learning how to do that. Got some glue on there. Yeah. Okay. It's going to be like this, and I put the glue on the wrong side. Turn it around like that. No, I put it on the right side. I just had it turned upside down. Okay. I have to get a wipe for my fingers. Okay. There we go. I hope everybody's doing well. If you're in Georgia or South Carolina or North Carolina coming up, the hurricane is going through Georgia and South Carolina right now, and then it's going to go out to the ocean. It's going to turn around and come back and hit North Carolina, from what I understand. So I just feel so bad for people, and I got a feeling we're not done with this yet for the year. Well, if you saw me try something new Tuesday, it doesn't worry me as much. But then again, that's because I'm going to pull this out. I'm not as afraid, but that part of that's because I'm in a house. I'm in a solid house with brick. It's made of those big blocks. It doesn't look like it, but okay. So this will go out like that. I'm going to kind of leave this open for that to dry. You can see where the glue was underneath. When that dries, you really won't notice it. So I'm going to kind of leave that like this, and I'm going to put it aside to dry. Okay. So I don't worry as much, but there is an awful lot of damage from hurricanes that it's really bad. And the Big Bend area of Florida has gotten hit the last several hurricanes. Okay, here. I was going to put this on. This is the same thing that I just did with the paper, but it's fabric. So I'm going to do the same thing. Now I could put it like over the edge of here and then over the edge of the paper here. Or I could do it just like I did the paper. Which one should I do? Might be a little stronger to have it like this. Takes away a little bit. I think maybe I'm just going to do it like that same way. I'm going to put a little bit of glue. This is Fabri-Tac. This is coffee dyed muslin. I cut it a little bit shorter because of these curves. I didn't want it to show either way. So now that's attached onto here. And now I could either do it like this, so it flips up, or I could do it like this. And it might be a little better though I hate to cover that up. I hate to cover it up. I'm going to do it like that. It should be strong enough. Open this up. And put that on. Put it down like that so I can get it on the edge of the page. It wouldn't have to go exactly on the edge, but I like it closer there. Okay, so that'll open up like this. Make sure I've got, see, I was a little short on glue over here. I'll put a little bit more. And I'm going to also leave this one open like this to dry so I don't get glue on anything else. That should work good. All right. Putting them over on my table over there. All right. Now, next we have, which one? What did I put in here? Oh, this one. Okay, this one I'm going to do with the eyelets. I've put little circles here, and I'm going to put some eyelets in so it flips up, and I'm going to tie it on with black ribbon. So I'm going to turn this around, and I'm going to figure out where I'm going to have it in here, and I'm going to put it, it's a little offset. It's closer to this side than the middle, because I don't want that to oops. I don't want to get it caught in the fold of the signature. So I'm putting it even with the top. I'm just going to slip this on to hold it while I do the holes, because I'm going to go through this card and the page at the same time. And I'm going to use my small hole in the crocodile. I can see where I'm putting it. All right. Now, these I'm going to put through from this side because I want the scratchy side to the inside. So let's see, here I have, really close, so I hope that this is okay, but I can always put a piece of tape under it if I need to. But this is a heavier page, so it should work. All right, and I have to get this, yeah, this is set up for my little side, my smaller ones. Whoops, fell out. So I also been reading during the storm. Can't really get out much. Okay. Yeah, that ripped a little bit. Maybe I did it too hard. I think I did. I got a little carried away with my own strength. I'll put some tape over it from the back. Try not to do it quite as hard. It wasn't hard enough. Haven't done this before, so we'll see how it turns out. Yeah. I think I'd want to put tape over that anyway because it looks icky. Let's see, what kind of tape? A really strong one. How about this stuff? This is Tim Holtz. This one I haven't even opened up yet. Very sticky, so I don't have to worry. I'm going to put that see how this, yeah. I'm not measuring. I'm just going to cut it. And I'm going to cut one for the back of the card right away too. All right. When you have something like this, run a pin over it and it'll just slice through it a little bit, and then you can get the paper off. All right. That covers that up then. Okay, now I'm going to get, didn't mean to do that. I'll have to poke a hole through that. I'll use my little awl because it does need to have a hole there. but since it's fabric, it's gonna hold. We'll see. Don't know if I'll do this one again. At least not so close to the top. Okay. And I need to put the thing in here. We'll see. This paper is actually stronger than the book page. This is a thick book page, but it wasn't very strong. All right. Now I'm going to put the other, where is it? Here it is. I don't want to rip through the fabric, so you have to be a little careful of that. Okay. My head getting in there. Okay. Get a hole in it. Let's make sure these holes are big enough. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is put ribbon through there. Just going to cut off a couple of lengths. I think I have yeah, a needle that'll fit through, but that'll still fit through this hole. Yep. So I'm going to use a needle to put it through. All right. I'm going to tie it, but I can't tie it so tight I can't flip it up. Let me get this one in. Oh, I don't know if you can hear my husband's talking to the neighbor. Some big branches came down from a tree behind our house. And he's out picking them up. Okay. Now I'm going to tie a knot. I'm not going to tie it real tight till I make sure it goes up. Yes, it does. So I'm maybe about a 1/4 inch up above the paper. Do the same thing over here. You can also, if you want to get a knot like this, you can put something in it and pull the knot closed over that, and it'll go right where you want it to go. Before I pull it totally tight, I put it on the wrong side. Okay, good thing I didn't pull them too super tight. I didn't want it on this side, I want it on the other side. Ah, I got distracted. Back out. This is where I always say, you probably were yelling at me because you see all. This one I had pulled a little tighter already, but I think I can still get it. Otherwise, I'll just cut it off and get a new ribbon. I got glue on my hands too. Da, 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 da. Get that off. Okay. Yeah, I got it. Got half of it. Yeah, I should have these two together like this. Okay, try again. Okay, got my overhand knot. Okay, and overhand knot. If I have to, I'll reinforce it some other way, but I think it'll work. I think that cloth behind there is going to be okay. All right. I can hear the wind blowing out there. Ooh. Still getting tail end of that. You know, hurricanes over so many miles, and it spreads out from there. That's why we had so many tornado warnings and that type of thing. Yep. Pull that tight. I can always put a little glue on that knot too. If I use like art glitter glue, it'll dry hard or clear and help hold the knot. I was trying to remember where I saw that. I think Hither and Yon did it. Did this in one of her just gonna put a little dot of glue on there, which you can see now, but you won't see it later. And that'll hold that knot in place. So, there. All right. that's the outside. Inside. Okay, let it dry. There we go. How long is this getting to be already? It's already 40 minutes. I better hustle it up. Okay, this one's going to get a piece of washi, I think. Where do I have that? I'm going to put another one, a different one of these. Maybe this one. Haven't used this before either. It's brand new. I've used both of these, but it's taped. In fact, I don't want a chance because that there's glue on where that was on. Cut that part off, as well as the part that's in the beginning that they have to hold it in place. Oh, okay. And this needs to be cut off just a little bit. This just reminds me of the ledger paper that I have in here. I've been taping my washi tape snips together. I put it in my little garbage bin here. I got a big garbage bin next to me that I'm putting like the bigger, or should be putting the bigger things in. I can put them in there too. Again, I'm going to lay this down. Seems like this would be a better way to put it on. This just stretches. A little bit. You gotta be careful, it's very sticky. Okay. You never want these really sticking out over the edges because they will keep it from turning freely. Alright, and I want it on here, so I'm going to pull that out. Figure out about where I want it. And then very carefully, I kind of start in the middle. Fold it over the page. Now this would be okay to just have like this, but there is sticky in here, so I usually put another piece on this side. My glue, I left my glue open. Okay. It's not exactly, if it's a little bit less, that's better than being more, but I think I did pretty good. All right. There we go. My friend Nancy made this basket for me. I know I've showed it before, but it's got a Dick and Jane thing on the side of it that she added jump, guess what? I see Dick and Jane, see Spot run. I love Dick and Jane. So, I made that little bowl and gave it to me, I think at Christmas time, one year. I'm using kind of the writing on that page to line it up, although it does stretch a little bit. Just a little too much. Now right now it's a little bit stiff, but it will where is it? I got too much stuff on my desk. There it is. I knew it was up there. I'm burnishing it down with my kind of neat. It says January 7th on the bottom on here. So that will now be tip out, tip in, tip out. They were saying from what I've heard, the tip in comes from the publishing industry. Not too worried about that one, so I didn't put glue on it. From things that they throw in or put in. Okay, this one I want to do a little bit differently. This one I want to put it so it's onto here, and but I'm still going to use washi tape. Which one did I have picked out for that? This one. If I can find the end. Come on. Don't you hate when that happens? Oh, here it is. And this one, I need a little glue on that. Some of my washi tape is pretty old. I don't want to chance it. Alright, I'm going to put it so it's like half on, half off. One thing with washi is you can see through it, so you can kind of get it pretty even. Not exactly even, but okay. Now I want to get this even with the page. I could have it stick out, but I think I'm going to have it even with the page. And slide that, and I kind of really went down along the edge so that this will flip like this. And again, if you want, you can just leave it like that. This one's probably good if the glue holds okay. And then you've got a pocket here. That one feels very secure in there. Where it's not is it's even with the page, but that will get put sewed right into the signature. Okay. And next, I'm under the clock here. I'm at 50 minutes. Okay, This one is something I'm trying. I've never done it before. And I think, yeah, I guess I'm going to put it on this. This page isn't very thick, but I think it'll work. I'm hoping it'll work. Okay, this is a piece of wallpaper, Tim Holtz wallpaper. And I'm going to put both glue and washi tape. So I did kind of bend it here so it would bend up. Because this is going to give you secret writing space. I don't want any other than right on that little flap, any of the glue. Alright, and I'm going to put that up by the top. Just slightly over. I want to get it straight though. Something's crooked. Okay, close enough. All right, now I'm going to put a piece of washi. I'm going to use this wider stuff because I want it to go over the page. That's going to help hold it on. And it's also going to help, in a way, hide the fact that it's a hidden journaling spot too. You'll see. I've never done this before, and I never saw it anywhere before exactly like this, so it's something I'm just trying. Okay. It's going to be upside down on the back. I'm going to put that right on over where I glued that on. And take it over to the back. And bend it over. Now, this is a piece of acetate, and I've taken an acetate butterfly from Tim Holtz, and I put it on with a little what do you call it? Eyelet. Gosh. I'm going to put glue on here. It's going to hold it on the bottom, and I'm sliding it on. I have this cut slightly bigger, like a 1/16 and 1/18 of an inch wider than the top part. And it comes right to the top up here. Now I'm going to put on a piece of that same washi tape. I have coffee here and I haven't touched it. It's going to be cold. Love my coffee though. But when I get busy, I just stop doing stuff. I'm guessing about right here. And I'm going to put glue on it. Now I did put a piece of ribbon and tie it through this plastic. So this is what my plan is. I hope it's going to work. I'm getting this kind of even with the fold. I put a fold in this acetate. That'll help hold it on, and it'll look like the top. Okay, so this is my plan. You pick this up, you pick this up, and you've got secret writing space in there. Now, once this glues on better, it won't lift up. but I had to show you. That was my idea, and I think it turned out pretty good. And it's pretty. But when you see the page, you see washi tape on both top and the bottom. And it kind of looks like you have this glued onto it. So once that dries, I like it. It worked. And I don't think I have to worry about glue drying for that. One more. Quick, quick, quick. This one's going to be really fast. This one I am putting on the side of this page. And I'm going to just glue it right on the side of that page so that it's just in kind of right behind that fold so that this will go over. So what I do is take a little bit of this. I'm going to run just a bead of glue kind of next to where the fold is. All of a sudden I thought, why is that crooked? It's underneath the paper. All right, I'm going to put this where I want it so that it's going to fold over like this. Okay, and then I'm going to open it up to dry. Now you can put a piece of washi on here, but usually you don't need it. But this will dry. This will be a pocket. I will decorate it on this side. This will be a tuck spot on this side. And you can put a little glue to help hold it. I won't go all the way up, but maybe just a little bit on the bottom. That'll help hold that in place. And this will be like inside of here, folded up. I got some stationery, but I'm not going to put it in. I'm going to let the glue dry. So that's it. We got 8 of them in. And we're good. And it is, almost an hour. I don't like to make videos this long. I should have did it in 2. But I'm glad you're with me today. Thanks for sticking with me if you're still here. And I'll see you in the next video. This is Carol from Friendly Quail. Bye!